Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for Everyday Vlogmas, day 14. Want to try the Ilia eye products. So I tried the mascara earlier, but I tried the liquid powder chromatic eye tint, which is really pretty. It's kind of like it's got a sheen on it and it sets really nicely. So if you're looking for something that's kind of like a taupey color, a no makeup, I think this one's pretty. The eyeliner, this liquid liner was a little bit difficult for me, and I don't know if it's because it's new, but there's not much flexibility in the applicator. So I really like the Tom Ford because it'll bend really easily. So depending on the width you want, you can push and then it's like a wider line. This one didn't have that flexibility, so I was trying to just use the end of this to keep it really narrow. And then once you get here, like usually I'll push on the Tom Ford one, and then it's a much wider line, like I said, but it didn't happen with this, so I kind of had to draw it in very slowly. Not the easiest to work with in terms of a liquid liner, but it might be, again, because it's new. But it's a very dense black color, so that's pretty. I don't know if it smudges or anything like that yet because I haven't worn it for a long time. So let's finally go in with this blush, though. I think it's so pretty. There's a bit of a sheen on the turtle part. I've heard them say you can kind of select the area you want to focus on, whether you want more shimmer or less. I don't know if it's an overspray yet. I'm trying to just take the product around like this for now, but honestly, it's probably easier just to run my brush all the way through. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go like this. Looks like it goes away pretty quickly. I remember I swatched this and it was kind of difficult to see, but now as I apply it, it's a really pretty color. It does go on quite sheer initially though, so you can build it up. This is a really pretty wash of color. I think you can see how it really brings life to the face because my eyes really don't have much color on today. It's pretty neutral with that taupey color and then just the black eyeliner. I went in with Noir Intense here as well, and then Brun Agape down here. Yeah, you can definitely build this up. Wow, that's getting quite intense. Okay, I think I should stop. But that's beautiful. It has a bit of a sheen to it, but nothing like sparkly, just a glow. This is Sea Turtle, again, really pretty. And then for the lips, I grabbed these just because I feel like I want to keep it natural, but add a little color. Let's start with Honey Pot and build from there. So this is a lip veil. There's a bit more color to this than the ones I'm going to go in with the lip cheeks. So you could do something like that, but I want to kind of liven it up. Let's take it a step up with Honeysuckle. This is a bit of a glossier formula. So that added just a little bit more pink. And then I'm going to go in with, oh, I didn't show you. So this is honeysuckle here. And then let's go in with Coral Belle, a little bit more warmth. So this, if you look at this, I use this one usually to layer on to brighten up. So there it is on the bottom. So I think that's a really pretty natural combination. Oh, I forgot to do highlighter. I've got the whale shark here and I love the highlighter in here. Also, I did put this on, I just right here because I wanted to try to kind of build like I did with Hourglass, a little bit more matte in the middle, then a little bit more of a glow a little further out. Let's try and take this as a highlighter first and just see what that looks like on top. So it's kind of like the luminous light. This is a little bit like the degree of glow on the Hourglass luminous light that I used on Saturday's video, but you can see it has a pink tone to it. So that might be the difference if you were interested. Let's go in with this highlighter. Just take that highlighter and put it in the inner corner as well. What I thought we could do now, because I love blush so much and I had this idea from one of you, I actually am adapting it a little bit, is taking my 5 top blushes. So I will pick one from 5 different brands, so my top one from each brand. And then when we get to 2020 favorites, I'll pick one, or I'll try to just pick one. So let's go ahead and look at my top 5 blushes from 2020. Okay, this first blush probably does not come as a surprise. It's number 68 by Chanel. I've used this so many times. I love layering it with blushes, especially ones that are shimmery because this one doesn't have anything detectable in it. It does have a bit of a sheen, but nothing that's going to emphasize pores. So this is just a really beautiful neutral blush on me. So we've got a swatch of number 68 here by Chanel. This is a blush that many of you suggested to me and I love it. It's Tom Ford Inhibition. Again, probably for similar qualities in that there's nothing shimmery in here. I can put it on the areas where I have some more texture and it doesn't emphasize the texture. Plus this has a bit of warmth to it. Again, I love this one alone as well as layered with other shimmery blushes. So I think you can see compared to the Chanel 68, it has just a hint more warmth to it, a bit more vibrant. Then the Wayne Goss blush in Coral Rose is such a pretty shade. This does have a bit more sheen than the other ones, so I will pair this with something that has a little bit more of a matte finish to it, but this is beautiful on the cheeks. So you can see it has a bit more, even though it's coral, a bit more pink to it. Again, getting a little bit brighter, and you can see how the finish has slightly more sheen to it. Next, I picked this cream blush because it is one of the very, very few cream blushes that I can apply that does not lift up any concealer or powder. It is just so beautiful going on. It looks as pretty on top of concealer as it does on areas of my face where I have not applied concealer. Sometimes you can see the difference in the texture once I put on a cream blush, or sometimes that blush will actually remove the concealer. This doesn't do that. It's such a pretty shade. It is really stunning. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it is from the Sheer Color Trio by Hourglass. It's a bit warmer than the other blushes as well. Okay, finally, I bet you were wondering if I was going to mention this one. Of course, Manta Ray by Hourglass is one of the most beautiful blushes I have ever tried. I love this formula. There's nothing powdery about it. It is very intense if you want it to be, but you can also go in light-handed if you want as well. This blush melds with your skin and does not look like it's sitting on it at all. And you can see there how vibrant, almost like a poppy color compared to the other blushes. These are my top 5 blushes for 2020, and I will pick just one for my 2020 favorites. And that's it for day 14. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm so impressed with how dedicated you are tuning in every single day. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.